I'd like to welcome you to the second edition of The Pastor's Cut. It's a little something new we're trying where we, on Monday morning, get to share with you some of the things that had to be cut from the sermon the day before and didn't make it into the sermon, and we kind of get to tell you some of the other fun things we may have been learning and working on. We're on the sermon series right now of questions for God, and the question yesterday was, what will heaven be like? And inside of that, I talked about the question of, will I see my pet in heaven? That was the question that was the most asked when we did our survey. What are the questions you want us to deal with in this sermon series? It was fascinating. After talking about it in my sermon, some of you said, Bob, you should have said, yes, pets will be in heaven. And others of you said, you should have said, no, pets will not be in heaven. They don't have a soul. We were very divided as a family of faith on what we believe. I can tell you, I came across a survey, the ABC poll said 47% of all pet owners feel like they'll see their pets in heaven. 37% said no. 16% said they weren't sure. I don't think a poll is a good way to do theology, but at least you know that the common society is a little divided on whether they'll see their pets in heaven or not. I did come across a fascinating story about a group of atheists who started a business that you can pay them $110, and they promise that in case of the rapture, where they know they'll be left behind, they'll take care of your pets. And if you put down their special needs, they'll make sure that the special needs are met, and they guarantee to be with your pets within 24 hours after the rapture. The price is good for 10 years, and then you have to renew again. I thought that was very creative, but I'd probably encourage you not to sign up and use that service. Some of the other interesting things that I came across were, I had one person say, well, of course pets will be in heaven. Don't you know that dog spelled backwards is God? I had not thought about that. But they also said they weren't sure cats would make it to heaven. Others asked me, well, if dogs and cats make it to heaven, then what about all the other pets? Things like snakes and pigs. And someone else asked me, you keep talking about pets in heaven, but what about other animals in heaven? All those animals that we may not like, will they get to be in heaven? I couldn't help but think these are the questions that come about because we try to describe heaven in earthly terms, and that just doesn't work. What we said on Sunday was, heaven is going to be something better than anything we could have ever imagined. And we have to trust in the gift of God's grace. We believe that there is a dimension of reality that is greater than what we see. We know there is a special place prepared for us called heaven. But knowing exactly what it will be like and whether we will see our pets, that is something we have to answer when we finally get to experience that special place prepared for us in the midst of God's love. What we do know and we can affirm is that God's creation is amazing. And the animals that have come into our lives, they are loving. We love them and they love us. And heaven is about loving God and loving one another. And so there certainly is that possibility that we will see our pets in heaven. What I did this morning as I was working on the sermon this week, I came across wonderful videos about pets, about animals loving each other and loving us. So I've included several links at the bottom of some pets loving each other and loving us, and I hope that you might enjoy those. Thanks so much, and just know you can trust in God's love for a wonderful and special place prepared for you. Have a great week.